Good morning, students. Here it is. We will take up one more question on the section of solids. So the question is: a hexahedron of 50 sides is cut by a section plane so that the true shape of section is a rhombus of sides maximum length. Draw the sectional top view and true shape of the section. Also find the inclination of section plane and measure the length of sides of rhombus. Now, so here it is. Before going with the solution, let us understand what kind of solid which is mentioned here. So here it is mentioned as hexahedron. Okay, so it is not the common name. It's the type of solid. It is a hexahedron. It's not mentioned the particular type of the solid. Now, in order to understand that, here it is, we need to split up this word, okay, hexahedron, into two parts. Hexa means, okay, 6. Okay, usually we will be calling it as hexagon, means 6 sides, a solid or a lamina. Now in the same way, here it is, hexa stand for the 6, and then hedron stand for a solid which has got the 4, okay, the equal faces. Hedron stand for the equal faces. Now in this case, when you combine hexahedron, okay, a solid which contains the 6 equal faces is called the hexahedron. The example for this, okay, the solid, so which contains the 6 equal faces, is nothing but the cube. Okay, a cube has got all the 6 faces with the equal dimensions. Now instead of giving it as a cube, it is mentioned as the hexahedron. Now, so after coming to know that it's a cube of 50 sides, and also one more thing, so that, okay, all the sides are same, the length is equal to breadth, and then which is equal to height. So for that, in this case, it is mentioned only as 50 okay, so it is, this is, okay, stand for the cube. Since it here also it is a hint, so if it is given only one dimension for the solid, so then it is the cube. Now in this case, for the object, the length is equal to 50, and then the width is equal to 50, and the height is also equal to 50. So in that way, it is a cube, and it is cut by a section plane. Okay, it is cut by a section plane so that the true shape of a section is a rhombus, okay, of sides of maximum length. So in this, okay, when the solid is cut, okay, when the solid is cut, when you see the cut section, okay, once you see the cut section, so that you can see the rhombus here, okay, of sides of maximum length. So draw the sectional top view and then true shape of the section, and then finally you need to find out the inclination of the section plane, okay, and also we need to measure the maximum sides of the rhombus here. Now here it is, okay, here it's given the cube, and then it is given the section plane, and then it's not mentioned any angle, but it is given the condition that, okay, when it is cut the solid, so that you will be getting the rhombus with the maximum length. So for that we need to decide, okay, for this we need to place the solid in the side condition or the corner condition. Okay, when you place the, okay, solid in the side condition, so that when you, okay, cut in any orientation, you will not be getting, okay, the rhombus. Okay, you will not be getting the rhombus. So once it is cut in the, okay, side condition, so for that, in this case, we need to go with the corner condition. So now go with the line. So in this case, you need to select the light line. So in order to draw the xy line here, so draw the xy line, and then you need to name it. So for this you need to use the Times New Roman here. So for the fonts, and then show the x here, okay, xy for the line, and then here it is BP, and then here it is HP. So now here it is, I need to draw this cube in the corner condition, that's the rhombus position, here it is. So go with the, so in this case you can also use the macros. In this case I'll be using the rectangle here, okay, use the rectangle. So in this case it is the length and breadth, it is 50, give the width is equal to 50, and then give the height is equal to 50, and if we give the angle is equal to 0 degrees here, so that you'll be getting the side condition here. Similarly, if we give the angle is equal to 45 degrees, so that you'll be getting the, okay, so the corner condition or the rhombus position will be getting here. Now, so for this we need to show the length. Here it is how much we have taken. So we have taken, okay, the side length is 50 here. So now it is the rhombus. You need to make all the sides, okay, dark line here. Now you need to, for your understanding, you need to name the points here. So A of A1 here, Okay, so A is the top corner and then A1 is the base corner or the bottom corner. Similarly, so here it is B of B1 and here it is C of C1 and here it is D of D1. So this is about the top view. So draw the corner condition for the cube or the square and then show the naming here for the top edges and then the base edges and then show the dimension for one of the side length. Then go with the in order to go with the front view, you need to project all the points to the front view here. Now it is the same length, for the height also it is same. So you can take the length 50 mm here and then angle 90 degrees and then you can use the alignment here it is with respect to this point. So go with this, so you can or you can try it later, you can trim it here. So trim off this line. Now you need to show the height here. How much is the height? It is 50 mm. We have taken height as 50 here. Then make all these lines darker here because those are the visible edges. Now you need to name it here. So here it is, all the top edges are the top corners are A, B, C, D. So now here it is A dash. So and then here it is B dash and then D dash. And then here it is C dash. Similarly for the base points, here it is A1 dash. So base points, so B1 dash of C1 dash. And here it is, so it is this is C1 dash and then here it is these are there the 2 points are B and D here. So for that this should be B1 dash and then D1 dash. Go with the text. Here it is B1 dash of D1 dash. Now so after this it is given, so that we need to get the true shape, we need to get it as the rhombus with the maximum length. Now here it is, when I cut it here anywhere, when I cut it here anywhere here it is, we will be getting some kind of rhombus but will not be getting so the maximum sides here. So for that, in order to get the maximum sides here, so you need to take the section plane passing through the diagonals. So I'll tell you why it is, because see it is when you cut here along the diagonals, so that you'll be getting only one point in the top corner, and then since it is cutting the two vertical edges, that is B dash to B1 dash, it is cutting, and it is cutting D dash to D1 dash, so that it is cutting the 2 points, so that we will be getting 2 here, and then since it is cutting the corner, you will be getting 1 point, so that totally 1 plus 2 3 and then plus 1 4 points. So in order to form the rhombus, we need to get the 4 points. Otherwise, if it is passing through somewhere here it is just if you are taking the midpoint here and then if it is passing through this corner, then we will count the number of points. So here it is, since it is cutting here it is, you will be getting the 2 edges here, that is A dash to B dash will be getting, and then A dash to D dash will be getting, so that total will be getting 2 points, and then here it is 2 points, and then here it is 1 point, so total will be getting 5 points. But that is not matching with this rhombus here, so that you need to get the 4 points. So for that your section plane has to pass through the corners, so then you will be getting here. Then so this section plane should be darker here on both the sides, so you need to take it here and then you need to draw the dark line on both the sides and show the section line here. Show the section line, so it is in which direction you will be seeing this object. Once it is once this portion is cut, so when you see this perpendicular to this surface, so that you will be getting the rhombus here. So for that you need to show the direction and you need to name it here. This is, let us take it as A and A as the section line, plane. A and A is the section plane for this line naming, and this is the viewing direction here. Now so after this you need to draw the parallel line here. So you need to draw the parallel line, so that should be light line here. Take the line, Okay, take the line. So this line should be parallel to this. You need to draw the parallel line. Just you need to draw it here. This should be parallel to this. Then okay, so after before going with this, we need to identify the points in the top view, and then we need to identify here. This is the point number 1 dash. So it is cutting here. This is point number 1 dash, and then here it is cutting. This is 2 dash, and then this is 3 dash, and then afterwards it will be getting a point number 4. So this will be 4 dash, and then here it is point number 3 dash. So it is when you name it here in the top view. So this point will be 1. So this will be point number 2. So this will be point number 3, and then this will be point number 4. So that you got the 4 points. When you cut it here, so it is So here it is, the simple concept is where and all it is cutting. So you need to identify the points in the top view. Then once it is identified, so it is covering the whole top view here, because it is cutting all the corners containing the points in the top view. So for that, now you need to show the hatching here. It is because this is the cut portion. The concept here it is, so like the when you compare with respect to the general topics in day-to-day life, when there is a wound on our body part, then for the wound will be put the bandage or the plaster. Same thing applies here. It is where the object it is cutting. So in that cut section, for the remaining portion you need to show the hatching. So here it is, the hatching indicates it is the like a bandage for the wound. So don't show the other portions other than the cut portion here. Now in this case, when you see from the top, this entire portion it is cut here. So in the top you can see that 1 2 3 4 it is cutting the entire object in the top view. So for that you need to show the hatching here. Then once it is completed, now so it is you need to draw the toe shape of the section. How it appears when you see perpendicular to this section plane. So for that you need to, so by taking the references from the top view, you need to draw the toe shape here. So for that you need to measure the dimension here. So how much it is from the xy line to this point number 1, you need to measure it. How much is this distance from the xy line to this point number 1? Similarly, you need to measure how much is the distance from xy line to this point number 2, that you need to measure here. And then similarly 3, that is equal to 1 distance. So the same thing applies for this point number 3 also. And finally you need to measure for the point number 4. So this way you need to measure the from the xy line to the corresponding points in the top view. Now you need to transfer the same points here in order to get the true shape. So for that you need to draw the line from this point number 1. You need to draw the line. Such that this line should be perpendicular to this. So for that what you need to do is you need to go with this perpendicularity here, or when you are using your manually, when you are doing it manually, so you need to place the protractor here, passing through the 90 degrees, you need to draw the line. So now take the perpendicularity. So this line should be perpendicular to this, so that automatically it will become perpendicular here. Now you need to draw the line from the other points. So you need to, so that you need to maintain the parallelity between the line, or you can draw the rough line. Afterwards you can set it. So similarly point number 3 you can draw it. Now so same way perpendicularity, use this, take this line. So this line should be perpendicular to this, so that it is perpendicular. Similarly this line should be perpendicular to this, it will become perpendicular here. Now you can extend this one line here. So go with the extend to next. Extend this. Now it is you will be getting point number 1 here, 1 dash. So from here you need to transfer this point number 1 here, so that you have measured here how much is the distance from xy line to this. So this measurement you need to transfer by taking this the reference. Go with the arc by center here. So take this point as center point here, and then so take the radius as 41.73. So with this radius you need to cut an arc here. So I'll move it downwards. So now it is, I need to transfer this 2 and 4 points. So take the arc center point here. So taking this point as center point here. So okay, take this point for this point number 2. The distance is 77.08. So take the radius 77.08 as a radius you need to so transfer the distance here. Similarly for the point number 3, so point number 3, it is passing through this point, so you need to measure this line. Okay, the distance from xy line to 3, that is same as so the point number 1, that is 41.73. Go with the arc center point here. So taking this point as center, so taking the radius as 41.73. okay, so you need to cut an arc here. Then so for the point number 4, it is 6.37. a small measurement will be getting. So take this point as center, so take the radius as 6.37. so by taking that as the radius, you need to cut an arc here. Now it is not joined properly, you can use this trim corner here. Use the trim corner between this line you need to extend it. It is extended here. Now you need to join the points, so that should be dark line here. So take the line, so from this you need to join to this, so join here and then join here, and then here it is, you need to join it. So you need to hatch this, because here it is the cut portion, here it is the cut portion, so that should be hatched. And then so now it is asked, this is about the true shape. So it is, when it is cut and then this portion it is removed, and then when this portion it is retained, when you see from this direction, you can see the rhombus here. We can see the rhombus like this. Then it is asked, okay, we need to measure the maximum side of the rhombus here. It is, we got it 55.9. Similarly, if you measure the other sides also, it is same thing, 55.9. okay, in this way you will be getting the true shape of the section. Then last but not the least, so it is asked, so we need to measure the inclination of the section plane. Okay, so we need to measure the angle of the section plane. So with respect to the xy line, so go with the angle between here, so take this line, so with respect to this xy line, how much is the angle, so that you need to measure. So in this case it is 35 degrees. Okay, so in this way you need to go with the solution for the section of solids. Okay, if it is given the true shape of the section, okay, once it is cut, and then once it is cut, afterwards when you see perpendicular to that, what is the shape you will be getting. So these are called the true shape problems. It is given the true shape, so accordingly you need to select the section plane here, and then you need to measure the angle, so at which it is inclined with respect to the base. So this is how you need to do it. So this question will carry 10 marks in the exam. Thank you.